Hi everyone, and welcome back to the MSK MSO YouTube channel. I'm Jana, one of the social media specialists here, and in our last episode, I had the chance to chat with Natasha, one of our leads at South Bay Neurosurgery, and we got to learn more about the SPNS internship experience. And today, I'm excited to keep the conversation going by introducing another amazing lead, Shishir Ravipati. He's one of our leads at San Diego Neurosurgery, and we'll get to hear more about his journey and leadership role. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, Shishir, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jenna.
It's great to have you here. And to start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you first got involved with MSK, MSO, and SDN?
Yeah, sure. My name is Shishir. I am 22 years old. I graduated from UC San Diego last year in 2024. I've been with SDN and MSK MSO since 2023. I joined as an intern and I've been here since. And yeah.
Well, thank you for letting us get to know you a little bit. And what inspired you to step into a leadership role?
For me, I would say it was the leads who came before me. So seeing the approach they took to teaching and mentoring interns, that was impactful for me as an intern, right? I got the experience of learning, being taught things like soft skills, working with patients, medical knowledge about the pathology we're working with, just a whole wide spectrum. And the care and attention that the previously invested in my batch of interns, uh, that impact made me want to return the favor for future batches of interns and make their experience as good as mine was.
That's a great reason, and it's always so interesting how each lead journey begins. And I'm sure that stepping up as a leader really makes a difference in the intern experience. So, about your role, can you walk us through a typical day for you as a lead?
Yeah, sure. Um, I am practice lead at San Diego Neurosurgery, so my days are a little different each time, but I am in both the clinic and the surgery departments. So I could walk you through a day in, let's say we had clinic, right? Receiving patients at the front desk, helping make sure the patients are checked in, scribing, check out, and obviously, phone calls. The phone's always ringing, and at the same time, background work like working in the surgery department. Um, in the surgery department, we are working with the patients after they consent to surgery, helping walk them through the clearance process, working with insurances, hospitals, medical device companies, and getting help, helping the patient get into the operating room.
Well, thank you for letting us get into what your day looks like. Sounds like a packed day or full schedule. Yeah, and some days are not so typical for you, like the time you went on a medical mission trip to Peru with Dr. Yu. And can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, that wasn't an ordinary week at all. I would say it was a one-of-a-kind experience. So that that medical mission was I accompanied Dr. Yu and two other spine surgeons from the US on behalf of Innovasis and Eagle Condor Humanitarian. It was a mission to Arequipa, Peru, where they had coordinated to work with spine surgeons who wanted to speak with and learn from American physicians and exchange ideas. And one day was spent in clinic and two in surgery. So I had the unique opportunity of observing these patient-physician interactions, observing how hard they work in the operating room, different pathologies, the familiarity of the patients with those physicians, and the way they were informed. I got to attend a very intriguing conference, which I had the privilege of presenting at, and seeing all the knowledge being shared between these physicians, despite their language barrier, was a really unique thing.
Yeah, that must have been such an unforgettable experience. And Aside from that, what would you say are the most rewarding parts of being a lead?
Um, yeah, you would think that's hard to top, but what I would say is the most rewarding part of being a lead is actually going in every day. And uh, the reason I say that is when you go in every day, you're seeing the patients come in over time, and you're able to follow them longitudinally. Like one patient you may meet for their new patient visit, let's say a few months ago, and today they could be coming in for their post-op. You were there through the follow-up visits, through their consent to surgery. You helped them through the clearance process. We worked with them to get them into the hospital, into the operating room, and now they're here. And then it's such a change from square one to where you are now. It's very gratifying to see that for the
It's
patients.
amazing, and I'm sure it brings a lot of joy when you see a patient get the help that they need. And I'm sure that your example will help other interns grow as well. So, when it comes to advices, what advice would you give to those wanting to become an intern at MSK MSO?
Um, Long story short, do it. I say that because of, as I've talked about the wealth of learning opportunities, right? You can learn anything from medical terminology to the pathology of patients, but that's just scratching the surface, right? There's soft skills you could learn. There's so many interesting people you could meet, and so many different varieties of patients. And I'd say one of the biggest takeaways is that as an intern here, you can continue to see that growth if you stay long term, and I guess see the patients every day. I would also say that as an intern, you have the unique opportunity of both learning and teaching others, and that is going to be a very gratifying experience.
Well, that's really helpful. Great advice for anyone considering applying. Again, thank you so much, Shishir, for sharing your experiences and giving us a deeper look into San Diego Neurosurgery and your leadership journey. It's been a pleasure having you on today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jenna. Thank you.
Thank you. And to everyone watching, don't forget to follow our socials and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more intern and lead interviews. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.